Okay, 来吧。This is our group's presentation on the case study of art with impact. The AWI is faced with limitations on its abilities to safely expand its workshops to colleges and universities across Canada and the United States due to the volatility of donations and donation sources. The demand for their service is increasing, which leads to rising costs as well. They only ask for 1/3 of the workshop costs to be covered by their host institutions, with the remaining costs being covered through traditional fundraising efforts. The organization must now develop and implement strategies to increase the number of donors to raise funds in order to allow expansion. Next slide, please.
For AWI, the primary goal of the organization would be to maintain its current functionality while expanding the organization impact across platforms and communities. As Art with Impact focuses on promoting mental wellness through art and media, this charity organization would require a significant amount of financial equity in order to sustain its current operation method of opening workshops and hosting online and offline events. With that in mind, the primary goal for this organization should focus on generating and raising financial capital through charity and donations. Only with sufficient funding and a stable style of fundraising could the company afford to expand their campaign and their missions to different countries. Next slide. In our opinion, AWI should focus on maximizing the total number of donors, and there are 3 reasons. Firstly, the research has found that mental health disorders are the most prevalent in North America, with an estimated 1 in 5 people in Canada suffering from mental health problems each year. Therefore, mental health should be the most prevalent illness, and more people should be aware of it and willing to donate. Therefore, in order to expand the donor base, organizations can tend to develop mental health awareness and donation programs. And the way to talk about mental health in what AWI does best.
Moreover, increasing the number of donors can be done through the low-cost programming on social media, which AWI has done in the past with the mailing, but without success. So we needed to make more use the potential of social media, such as advertising, questionnaires, and understanding the needs of public to focus on these needs. The most important thing is to accurately communicate the organization's message to the public, to increase the number of people who are aware of the organization, and to increase the number of potential donors. In addition, the interview conducted by AWI shows that most people are willing to make contributions to the public benefit activities about art and mental health and help them achieve the goals. Although some of them do donate the money directly, they will use other ways to help them. Nearly half of people they surveyed had suffered from mental illness or knew someone who had it before. Also, a large number of people hope the money they donate can be used in the project, which can make a contribution to society and helping people to treat mental problems and recover their mental health is a programming worthy to donate.
Besides this, the Canadian government rewards individuals for donating to valid charities by reducing their taxes. AWI runs fundraising campaigns every year to raise money from individuals who want to support their program. After donations, AWI will give donation evidence to the donors, so the donors can reduce their taxes that they need to pay to the government. Finally, the researchers find that many people of older generations do not accept crowdfunding, although their amount of donating money is large, while the younger generations accept crowdfunding, and most of them may donate through social media organizations. Moreover, the group has also experimented with an efficiency way of supplementing most of its funding with small independent donors. As a result, focusing on maximizing the total number of donors is the best choice. Next slide.
AWI focus on teens, young adults. Since 2012, AWI has directly impacted over 10,000 students. AWI's art-based innovation workshop draws audiences of college students and community members. After engaging with them, 75% of students are more likely to seek support for their health. Their mission is promote mental wellness by creating space for young people to learn and connect through art and media. The reason why our AWI allows young people around the world to interact online. AWI wants young people to be able to communicate freely and fearlessly about their physical and mental health. Also, AWI hosts a monthly online short film competition that not only engages young people from around the world, but also allows more young people to be brave enough to create. Next slide.
How can AWI best reach its targeted donors, audience, and community? In order for more people to participate in the donation, first of all, people should believe that art is also a form of treatment, and that art is not something they can only appreciate. AWI should persist in promoting art findings on mental health issues across social media platforms in order to instill this perception in the public. Then there's the publicity. AWI can crowdfund across social platforms. Some social medias are aimed for young people with passion, love, and hope for the world. Some social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are inexpensive and easy to post a message. Next, please.
What else can AWI reach its target donors, audience, and communities? In addition to disseminating information through social media, AWI can also inform their target audience through email. AWI can better communicate with their target audience by email and understand their needs so that they can tailor their own psychotherapy. What's more, AWI can publish information on the website to better reach target donors, audience, and communities. For instance, AWI can demonstrate its impact to attract interested investors. Besides, posting some psychological questionnaire on their website can also interest the target audience. Next slide.
The art with impact is delightfully diverse coalition of individuals, foundations, corporations, and government programs. AWI is also supported by universities, colleges, and students. AWI's partners make AWI's work possible by providing the necessary resources to reach students in the United States and Canada at a time when providing mental health and arts education is more important than even. For AWI fundraising, AWI has its own media account and links to the web as well as its own official websites. AWI's fundraising is open to the public. People can raise money through official accounts and websites. There's no limit to donations. AWI's social media is not only followed by potential donors, but also by other groups. For example, young people who want to promote motion health through AWI and people who want to communicate with more young people through AWI's platform, including those who care about the art therapy for young people's mental health. Follow AWI's social media. Next slides.
Just like the classic 4Ps, STP is a model that was used in the strategy approach of modern marketing. STP stands for segmentation, targeting, and position, which are three important steps for a company to successfully portray itself to potential customers. The current problem faced by AWI was that it struggles to communicate the benefits and uniqueness of the organization. Using the STP model can help AWI to figure out the appropriate message for its potential donor. Based on the model, we should first find out different segments of potential donors to target the most appropriate one. According to data presented within the case, over 40% of the respondents have suffered from mental illness or associated with individuals who had experience. Moreover, 84% of the potential donors believe it's important to educate people to share and talk about the mental problem they face and provide a tool for it. Those data indicate a specific segment that the philosophy of AWI attracts those who have personally experienced mental health issues and agrees on the fact that letting people talk openly about it is an effective cure. Another major segment that was attracted by AWI was a group of people who value arts education and like the fact that AWI is linking both fields of mental health with art education for students. Knowing the specific segment that can be targeted, we can then position our fundraise and message accordingly to attract more donations. Segments can be identified as a community in a sense. Effective community engagement is the key to the message delivered. According to Borvik article on community engagement, instead of using the aggressive retail approach, fundraising for art organizations should focus on creating conversation and interaction with its potential donors. In this case, for the segment who has experienced mental health problems, I suggest AWI to focus on conveying the message of its unique proposition of using 3 short films to encourage individuals to discuss their mental health state. Additionally, they can post short films in short video platforms or streaming platforms to let potential donors experience its effect, which also creates interaction with potential donors following the Wilson model. To engage with a segment that values arts education, I suggest AWI to focus on crafting its message on how it has used art as a unique approach in helping people with mental health. Most specifically, they can post the process of how artists design and create those films for the workshop and encourage more artists to donate and contribute to the organization. And that's our presentation. Thank you for watching.